Hey y'all, it's your girl MB and I am back with another reading. Alright, don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to my channel. Please show my channel some love and the video some love if you guys want me to continue. Well, I'm gonna continue anyways, but seriously y'all. Alright, don't forget to follow me on all my socials, Facebook, Twitter. Maybe I should make a Twitter if I said that. Facebook, TikTok, Lemon8, and Threads. So let's jump right into it, y'all. The channel song that I'm getting is on, I don't know if it's Fred Hammond, I don't think it's that man, if I'm stumbling on his words, but it's a gospel song and it's called Healed. And the part of the song that keeps repeating before I clicked the red button to come on here is got a story to tell you about some things that I've been through, but I'm healed. Oh, I'm healed. Had to wrestle all night long. Wonder what went wrong. Oh, I'm healed. Oh, I'm healed. So listen to that. It's gonna get you in your emotions, especially if you've been through some things, but it's also gonna have you jumping in joy. And that's the energy that I'm picking up for whoever this reading may resonate with, okay? If I do happen to pick up on zodiac signs, I will let you know. But what I'm getting what I am picking up channeling is that you're about to come out in a new light. It's also going back to that New Year's feeling and energy. Not everybody celebrates New Year's on January 1st, but that also doesn't mean that things do not grow in the winter, meaning you cannot grow, change, heal, evolve within the winter. So from now until March 23rd, think of it as a time to really plant seeds within you so that when April showers do start pouring down, you get those Mayflowers, you get those sunshine in June, and you get blossoming flowers in July. Like, you go with the seasons. I'm someone who actually does flow with the seasons and flow with nature. So when fall comes around, I do a lot of fall cleaning. I clean people, places, things out, habits, mindsets, and all. So this is the energy of, it's really now the time to really look back on how far you have came, what you have overcame, and what you have been through, and think about how far you're about to go. Because it's kind of giving me that boomerang effect. Like, yeah, you've been this far, you've been through this, you've been through that, and you may still feel like the past may have a hold on you, but it's not necessarily the past having a hold on you. You're still going through that threshold of healing, growing, and elevating, and there's going to be a major glow up for many of you who that I am reading for and picking up on your energy. Some of you guys could be Taurus, Pisces, Libra, Aries, Scorpio. Those are the first zodiac signs that came to my head. So you could have this somewhere in your chart, or that could be your sun sign. This could also be energies that you're going to be meeting throughout the year. It could be years, but throughout the months from now into March. So be on the lookout. Don't be asking everybody, when's your birthday? When's your birthday? When's your birthday? When's your birth chart? When's your birthday? Like, don't be a weirdo, okay? Be a weirdo. I don't really care, but don't be a weirdo. Because sometimes I run people's off. Shit, I ain't about to give you my social, my name, my date of birth. I'm gonna ask you, like, why? You trying to do fraud on me? But still, it's just an energy where even those seasons as well, like, you may have transitioned a lot through Libra season, you may have seeked out a lot of truth, because Libras are all about seeking truth, balance, justice. You may have called judgment on people, places, and things through that season. For me to pick up Aries season, that is a season of the new year. Taurus season, that's May flowers and everything really blossoming and stuff. So think of those seasons and those elements. I believe I said Scorpio as well. That's a time of change, death, and rebirth, and we just passed it. So just remember that and keep that in mind as well, okay? And Piscean season is all about seeking deeper meaning, going through a spiritual elevation. Some of you guys that have Saturn in Pisces, Pisces in your North Node, or that Pisces could be your sun sign, and that energy is going to be very heavy, and we're about to reach it. 2 more seasons is going to be here in the blink of an eye. So do that spiritual healing. Tap into those gifts that you may be pushing off. Some of you guys may get premonitions a lot, and you get premonitions in your dream, or even you stare like that's so Raven. I'll be going through that too. Sometimes I'll be feeling a little crazy. I talk to people telepathically as well. My cousin could vouch for me. I do it a lot with her. She'd be freaked out. She'd be like, why do you do that? Just tell me out loud. And I'd be like, no, I want you to use your gifts, because she's also gifted herself. But do things like that. And me speaking of gifts, some of you guys need to also enhance your gifts, get more into your crafts. Hence why I'm back doing my channeled reason. Yes, I may do it for my clients and all that stuff, but why not share it more with the collective again, even though I'm like, why Spirit? But this is just to say that there are things that Spirit wants you to utilize, wants you to perfect, even though there's no such thing as perfection, but get it to your perfection and up to your liking and up to par where you can. When you feel it, you hear it, you see it, you know it, you're not second guessing it, you're not being afraid of it, you're not like, I don't really know that's going to happen, you're not self-sabotaging, you're not doubting. Because literally where you're about to go and how you're about to come out of this winter's arc, it's about to change, like things are about to change. And I also feel like people are going to feel an energetic cord being cut from you, whether you remove them from social media, you stop talking to them via text message, you stop hitting them out, you stop stopping by, you stop asking, hey, you want to pull up, let's go this, let's do this. People are going to feel that energetic cord, and I need you to cut and clear. After you do an energetic cord, whether you do it verbally, you do it with your candles, you have somebody else do it, however you may do it, follow it by a cut and clear, because you want to clear that energy completely, not just cut it, because it can grow back and the person can come back, and that would be a hint of like familiar spirits. So those are the channeled messages that I do have. If there were a lot, I apologize. I split the decks. Make the opportunities for yourself, and time to set boundaries. You are not a doormat. Stand up for yourself. Again, that goes back to you cutting people, places, and things off, cutting that energetic cord, not being so available for people, places, and things that no longer serve you, showing out for yourself, showing people who you truly are, who you are meant to be, who you were called to be. It's not gonna rub everybody the way that they want it to. Like, it's not gonna rub everybody in a good way. Like, a lot of people are gonna like, oh, I'm not used to MB doing this. Oh, I'm not used to Amber doing this. Oh, I'm not used to Sasha doing this. Oh, I'm not used to Rebecca doing this. Like, why is John acting this way? So you're gonna get, those names may be significant to you too as well. You may get looked at, but not everybody's willing to change. Not everybody wants to change, and not everybody has the courage to change. But those of you that I'm speaking on and I'm channeling for, you are in the season of wanting to change, and you're really going to be doing the work to do so, okay? And I always tell you, don't always work on the physical. There's levels to this stuff. Like, really get your spirit right. Get closer to God. Get closer to your ancestors. Get closer to yourself. Because every time that you go against yourself, you're kind of moving further and further of yourself. You ever say to yourself, oh, I lost myself? You didn't lose yourself. He or she is just really distant from you. You allowed people, places, things, hurts, stagnation, energy vampires, narcissists. You allowed that to get between you. And now it's time for you to pull that person that you are to be back in and harnessing. And like, I always, even at some point in my life, I had to stop saying, oh, I miss the old me, or I miss the way that I used to be. Sometimes maybe that distance from who you were, who you used to be, it was meant for a reason, so you could recreate. Sometimes there is no getting you back. There is no getting an old you back. So you have to recreate this new person and thing, this new version of you. And that's what a lot of you guys are doing during this time. Come on, Spirit. I really truly pray my platforms do well. Just please, Spirit. Like, you showed me, but I really need to see it. Golly. But I'm always grateful, even if it's for 1 view, 2 views, 5 views. So let me get some messages, Spirit, for the collective. Got a story to tell you about some things that I've been through. Oh, I'm here. Some of you guys need to go out to like R&B vibes. I don't know if you guys are familiar with that. They be having like R&B concerts where they play all the oldies from like the 80s and 90s and early 2000s. Some of you guys, that could be your vibe. You're like very neo soul. You need to turn some on, get your little wine, your little drink, whatever vice you do. Or if you don't do no vice and you could just feel it in your spirit, get into that. Because I be in here singing my little heart out, and I can sing. I ain't a gospel Beyonce singer or Jennifer Hudson singer, but I can sing, okay? I can sing a nigga's pants off, okay, baby? So, and that also helps with your throat chakra as well. Ooh, this is funny. Some of you guys are gonna have somebody who you kind of may have stroked their ego, whether it's a male or a female. You have stroked their ego a little too much, and they may be trying to come back around and try to like one up you or like kind of bring you back down a notch, especially if you are leveling up and you are starting to feel really good about yourself, how you used to be. Just remember they're Tizozo, okay? But just be mindful of people, places, and things trying to come back and like one up you, knock you down a few, humble you. That's the word I'm looking for. Humble you. Can't nobody humble you but God, okay? And that's the worst way to be humbled. Whew, Jesus, that's the worst way to be humbled. Sometimes love holds you back. Hold on to your love until your right one sets you free. And remember, I feel like this is sort of piggybacking on my scripture that I said, 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 8. That's the correct one, y'all. I had to go because I'm like, Spirit, that didn't feel right what I said. So 1 Corinthians chapter 7, verse 8, it basically, Paul was like, it's better for you to be single like me. And it's just, again, the card is saying, like, you know, a lot of you guys have poured into people, places, and things. Love people deeply. Love people like on a very deep emotional level where you may have lost yourself or you got blinded by the things that they were doing to you, how they were treating you, whether this was friends, family. Spirit wants you to call your love back, call your power back, and start pouring into you. Love on you. Take a nice bubble bath. Get that dry brush. I said get the dry brush because it really feels good. Clean yourself off with the dry brush. Soak your feet. Get the little dead skin off and all of this stuff. Like really bask in your energy. Make yourself feel good. Get that antibacterial soap. Then get you some exfoliating soap. Scrub your body. Then get you some body butter soap. This is my process, so I'm just letting you guys know this is what I do because it makes me feel so good. And then lotion yourself up with some nice shea butter, cocoa butter, oil, and spray your good, smell good on, girl. You're gonna be feeling good. And from a man too, you're gonna be feeling good. Okay, right now your third eye is open during this time, and it's going to be pouring into the direction where you really do need to pour into yourself, invest into yourself. Seek deeper guidance, deeper meanings of people, places, and things. Why are you feeling this way? Why is this person coming towards you? Why am I going towards this person? Why am I interested in that? Start asking questions. Why? Because when you do that, you enter a phase of reflection, and it also gives you a moment of self-awareness where you can stop yourself before you make a decision that could derail you or bring you back 20 steps. You already done made 50 step for yourself. The purpose of this new year, this new season, is to move forward. We're done with repeating cycles. We're done with rekindling with old friends. Time to make new ones. Time to do things in a different way. Like Pitbull, I don't know if you guys watched my story time. I had an old friend and I call her Pitbull. She said something to me when I did move out there. I guess she didn't like the connection that a friend that she introduced me to, she brought her to me to get a reading, and we ended up building a connection. I guess she didn't like how close that we were getting, and I remember her telling me like, you need to make new friends, and I'm like, you are right. And when I looked at her, I said, and that also means I need to get rid of you because I need to make new friends. And it wasn't in a place where I took it out like a disrespect. No, you're actually right. Like, you're right. I do need to make new friends. So why did I rekindle with you? And although it was a third party that I ended up liking, maybe she wasn't a new friend that I need to make because she was attached to you, which is also attached to my old self. I was already evolving past her, still am in my own fashion and own way. She's growing in her own way. God to be the glory with her. Hope she's doing well. But I'm just saying this to say, make new friends, make new acquaintances, make new associates, make new enemies, make new haters, make new monitoring spirits. I hate to say it like that, but as you level up, new things are going to come. So those new people are going to come too. Those new entities, energies, and all that. So invest in yourself right now. Invest into what it is that you want. Make sure you're becoming more self-aware. Ask those questions. Why do I want to invest into that? Why should I invest into that? What's going to benefit me? How's it going to benefit me? Am I giving this or that person the benefit of the doubt? Why do I want to give them the benefit of the doubt if I'm already doubting them? You know, it's time to really ask yourself questions. That's how you really do some healing and inner work. And I'm telling you this from experience, for someone who's been doing this for almost a decade. My son is only going to be 8 this year, and I've been healing on and working on myself since 2012. Okay, Spirit, that's a lot. Let me get 2 more cards. We have energy vampires. So some of you guys have been around energy vampires this year. People that has tried to dim your light, take it from you, release it from you. Some of you guys, I'm also picking up on a sense of being abstinent from sex. Okay, that also goes back to the chapter, 1 Corinthians chapter 7. If you want to read that, it talks all about that. But he also says, after following chapter 7, verse 8, he also says, if you cannot contain yourself, or if you cannot be disciplining yourself with your sexual acts and all that stuff, you might as well be in a relationship, because one who has the ability to discipline themselves, to be single, get closer to God, has to be one to be disciplined in their sexual acts. And some of you guys may have been getting drained through sexual acts and sexual pleasure, doing what it is that you wanted to do with people, and we all been there. But some of you guys may want to take the route down abstinence. I'm not telling you to be a nun, which will mean you would turn into being celibate like Paul, but be abstinent during this time. Ooh, I'm about to make a year for me. Speaking of that, okay, Jesus. But yeah, I just wanted to say it is pretty easy, guys. I've done this a million times, on and off, but when you're really serious about your connection to God, familiar spirits, people, places, things, men, women will come and try to test you, but you gotta say no. You gotta say no. You gotta say no. This is fasting in this point, in this area. Just say no. Get lonely. You get that itch. Sometimes you want it to get scratched, but get you some toys, okay? And then ask for forgiveness once you bust your nut. That's all you gotta do. All right. Some of you guys need to know that the people that you are wanting and needing are already with you in spirit, but they just have not yet came into the physical. So like good new supporters, new friends, new connections, new relations, new opportunities. It's already in you in spirit. Now you just got to bring it to the physical, okay? Keep yourself grounded. Some of you guys may deal with anxiety, anxious about your future, anxious about what's to come, what to do next. Just always ground yourself and pray. One thing I have mastered is being a prayer warrior, and I've been this for quite some time, but 2021 is when I really mastered it, when I was going through some things, okay? House on fire, homelessness, like I was really in my prayer, crying, weeping, asking God for forgiveness. But my walk with God, not my ancestors, because I always had a walk with them, but God has deepened in that year. So I just want to say that. Keep yourself grounded, pray, meditate, journal. Journal definitely helps me, gets my thoughts out. And reread your entries, because you'll see where the patterns are. You'll see what the repeats are. You'll see where you have a thought that's constant on loop over and over and over again. And you have the ability to break that cycle. You have the ability to break that pattern, okay? Ooh, and on the bottom of the deck, before I close it out, we have new blueprint. New blueprint. They can't steal this one. So some of you guys are in the chapter, in the season, where you're not really telling your left hand what your right hand is doing. You don't have many people to be on the phone with, chatting with, like, well, I'm gonna be doing this and this and this, and then you got Miss Sneaky Girl, Sneaky Boy over here. Trust me, I done dealt with it. Maybe I should do that. And they try to steal it and make it out their way, but let you know, Spirit's always gonna let them have it. Like, okay, you want to do that, cool, but it's not gonna turn out the way that you thought it was gonna turn out, because that plan was never for you. This is why you should never try to fill someone else's shoes or wear somebody else's shoes, because their walk is not gonna be the way that you thought it was gonna be. Okay, so never try to be like somebody else. Never try to do what other people are doing. We live in a world where people are constantly trying to be challenges, trends. Everybody look the same. Everybody dress the same. Everybody doing the same. Yeah, they may have their sauce and add, but they're still doing the same thing. So think about that, okay? Make sure you're not telling your right hand what your left hand is doing, unless you know this person does not carry an evil eye, envious spirit, monitoring spirit, jealous spirit. And even then, tell them the bare minimum. Lie if you got to, shoot. But just watch your lie, because you know words manifest, okay? But things are coming your way. Good things are coming your way. And you're about to have a story to tell. You're about to have a story to tell. And it's going to look really good on you. Your testimony can only be told by you. And your greatest moments have yet to come. So get ready for the new year, baby. Get ready for the revolution. This is all I have for you guys, and I thank you guys for tuning in. I'll see you guys tomorrow with a story time. Peace. Bye.